Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences, such as case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversion by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds, let the artificial intelligence do all the work, get access to 50% more qualified leads so you keep doing marketing as usual. Check us out on pathmonk.com. On today's episode of Pathmonk Presents, I've got a very special guest with me joining today. Please welcome Jessica Bermel, your connector, marketing data consultant, your digital relationship and marketing strategist for all of your needs. So she is currently the senior digital marketing strategist at Orchestry. So for all of you who don't know, Orchestry is a balanced SaaS platform that was built by Microsoft 365 MVPs for IT administrators with end users in mind. So Jessica, thank you so much for joining us today. It's an honor to have you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us, what does your company do in your own words? And what is the problem that you solve for your clients overall?
Yeah, so you hit on it there. Like we're about making Microsoft 365 more friendly for the IT team and end users. It was built initially for the IT team, but with the end users in mind. So we're a SaaS platform comprised of a number of different tools just to make life easier for those groups. So it's the automation, self-service provisioning, transparent governance, lifecycle tools from creation to archiving capabilities. And we've also got features to clean up Microsoft Teams sprawl, as well as guest management and like a bunch more. So long story short, it's the best Microsoft 365 management tool on the market. I might be biased, but I believe so. So really what we do is we help people solve their issues with Microsoft 365 and just unlock its potential so that companies are getting the ROI that they wanted when they initially invested in the tool. There's a lot of out-of-the-box capabilities in the software that just aren't intuitive. A lot of things that could be automated but aren't. So yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Great, amazing. Thanks for summarizing for me and pretty much how you guys, make your clients' lives easier. So in terms of your clients, how do they typically find you? What would you say is your top client acquisition channel? Are we talking, digital marketing, inbound, outbound, or is it a mix of a lot of things currently?
I would say it's a little bit of both. There's no just one thing. We've seen success with our paid channels, but certainly our organic channels are where we've seen the most success. We've put a ton of effort into our SEO over the last little bit, especially our product marketing manager, Val. She's just been an absolute rock star, just nailing down the SEO and really understanding how people are searching us, or not searching us, but searching their problems and implementing that into bite-sized answers and solutions on our website. And then again, on the paid side, we've done that as well. But I don't think you can beat organic because it's people coming to you and looking to you as a solution to their problem. And that's just if you've built the solution and you've built the content, and if your product is the solution and you've built the content that shares that you're the solution without being really in your face as far as inbound marketing goes, you win. And then, yeah, from there, we've also got a number of lead generation assets so that we can target and nurture them through the funnel, because not everyone's really to buy, but certainly if they sign up to be a subscriber, that's a handshake. They're introducing yourself. So might as well keep getting to know them. We've also used a number of webinars to gain a little bit of traction. So for those people that are already in the funnel, retargeting them with webinars that are answering their questions. So we've had some on shared channels. A lot of people don't fully understand the whole capability of shared channels, especially for onboarding employees. So we've kind of built a whole webinar around that. But then as well, we certainly share that with people that are in our funnel, but for the promotion, we're able to catch people's attention that, oh, hey, yeah, that's a problem I'm having. I want to learn more about that. And then on the offline side, certainly we do trade shows and the like, but we've worked with a number of fantastic partners, which, a lot of people, our partners are often consultants and sort of Microsoft 365 implementation companies. And so they're sort of the implementation experts for digital transformation. So they come up, they're able, rather than, an IT admin looking at 10 different softwares, they can go to one partner who has an arsenal of tools, and Orchestry can be seen as part of the solution. And we help them get set up from day one.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys really have a great solution overall and how you're able to really, mitigate the issues and make it very seamless for your clients as well. So, yeah. So now we're going to switch gears here and we're going to talk about the website. So what would you say are the major strengths of your company's website? And then what are there opportunities or room for improvement as well?
Oh, and this is a fun one. So we actually launched a new website, I think about 2 weeks ago now. And a major strength I do believe is our SEO. We really focused on creating, again, that bite-sized content that answered the question so that people would come and find and interact and just want to learn more, either about their problem and the solution or about just their own problem about our product and whatnot. We've created a ton of lead capture opportunities at multiple stages of the funnel to give them relevant, high quality reasons to connect with us, and just making sure that we've got an opportunity for them to connect at whatever stage they're at. So, some people are like, yeah, ready to buy, book a demo, sounds great, I want it. But a lot of people are like, I've got a couple other things I need to go through first. I have to go through a number of people in my organization. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't even know what you are. And so sometimes they just want the feature sheet. So having the ability to download the feature sheet or contact us or subscribe or is also options. But then, yeah, we've also got fabulous lead generation assets. Like we've got a Microsoft 365 governance guide, which gets a ton of attention, as well as a Teams project management guide. So again, like we create those content that highlights that SEO issue, or sorry, not issue, but it highlights the question that the person's asking to bring them to our website.
Yeah, definitely. And especially with providing them with all of these resources and tools, it makes them easier knowing what they're walking into and what to expect when they hop on like the consultation call and see what the product does and how they can use it to their benefit in their company.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is too, we're helping to establish ourselves as thought leaders, right? So exactly. It's not like, oh, hey, we have this product and we sort of know what we talk about. Like, no, we actually know what we're talking about. Again, our product was built by Microsoft MVPs. So people who have been in the trenches, worked with people who have had issues in Microsoft and understand and know they can build a solution based off the problem. I think one thing a lot of people or companies tend to do is they have this fabulous product and it's fabulous, but it's not a solution to anyone's problem. So if they don't have a problem, they're not looking. Whereas Orchestry, I think, does a fabulous job of filling the gap in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we're going to switch gears here a little bit. We're going to talk about you as a leader. So tell us, what does an average day look like for you? What do you do? Who do you work with? And overall, what does your job entail?
Yeah, okay, so I love this. I think in marketing, no day is the same. But certainly I do have my like day-to-day things. For me, what I love to do is first thing when I do wake up, when I sit down is I do like to check our leads that have come in and seen, how are they compared to last week? How are they compared to the day before? Where did they come from? Like where that's in terms of like Google, organic, LinkedIn, social or paid social, however we've got it. What's strong this week? What can we really double down on? And what do we maybe need to stop and pull back on? We had an instance last week where we were getting a number of bots coming in. And so we had to pause some campaigns and just kind of not fully re-strategize, but there was a lot of adjustments that just had to be made in terms of our lead generation forms. I had to turn off some keywords, high performing keywords, but just at the time they were bringing in the wrong type of traffic. And until we could figure this out, we needed to, nip that in the bud. Other things I do on the day-to-day is a lot of the digital, like we do a lot of digital events. So webinars, promotion of that, making sure the right people are getting the right information. We want to send it to certain things go to customers, certain things go to leads, just kind of making sure the right information is getting to the right people at the right time. Obviously, social is a big part of what I do, and that's on the paid and organic side. And then I'll as well, I do a lot with the paid, or I do most of the paid ads, and then Google is my baby, and I love Google ads, so it's such a fun thing. And then also just I do a quick overall of the analytics, again making sure things are performing or they need to. What's the website doing? Was there a drop in traffic? Was there a boost in traffic? Where did that come from? What happened? Are our blogs performing the way we want them to, or is there one blog that maybe we need to re-strategize and restructure? And a big thing I think a lot of marketers tend to forget about is the Google Search Console, because it's a fabulous free tool that you can implement onto your website, integrate with analytics, and it tells you what like exactly how people are talking, quote unquote, how they're searching to get to your website. And, that for us has been fabulous. It lets us double down and see, people are coming because they're looking for governance or with that 365, or they're looking for, guest management help. That's exactly what we do. That's part of what we do. That's what we want to help them with. But on the other hand, we had an instance a couple months ago. We had a blog it was our best performing blog, but it was just not bringing the right traffic in. And so we removed it because, if that's telling Google this is what we do and it's high traffic, then it's gonna almost pick us to show in the wrong rankings. So yeah, sorry, kind of a whole roundabout way of my day, but like I said, never the same day twice.
Yeah, but I love that though, and I could tell you enjoy what you're doing, and you love it, and you have passion as well. So I think
I really do. Yeah, I'm such a nerd, and it's great.
That's awesome. So now we're getting close to the end of our interview, and I'm gonna ask you some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yeah,
awesome,
for sure.
So, if there were no boundaries in technology, what would be the one thing you'd want to have fixed in your role today as a marketer?
I don't know if boundaries in technology, I think I'd like to see more data come through. Like sometimes it's just the way some of these things have been set up is they don't talk to each other. Like, I mean, there's like Google Data Studio, you can pull data and use it differently from different platforms. But I just find that there are limitations in certain, on the individual platforms, or like one platform will give so much good data and then other, more user data, where they came from, what time, how long they stay on their site. And then the next platform will give you not that. LinkedIn, for example, it won't tell you it doesn't give you as much data as it could, I think, for your follower data or who engaged with you or why they engaged with you. I don't need to know the names. I don't need to know everything about them, but what post did they come from? There's a huge opportunity. So I just think more, okay, I feel like I rambled, but just like more integration between the different platforms. I'd love to see just more continuity between them.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree with you definitely. Especially with the more data you have, the easier you can be able to, shift campaigns or, be able to see the reactions of the users and where they're coming from on the pipeline and what you need to do next.
Yeah, it's about removing that guesswork. And that is one thing I really love about marketing. It's just the data side. There's so much that we can use. But there is always going to be limitations, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. So now we're at the end of our interview today. And I want to thank you so much for joining us on Pathmonk Presents. But I also want to give you the last word. If anyone were to forget about everything we've talked about, what is the one thing you want them to remember about Orchestry overall?
Yeah, honestly, Orchestry is going to make your life easier if you're using Microsoft Teams, SharePoint, or other communication sites, whether you're an end user or an IT admin.
Amazing. All right. So for all of our listeners out there, if you're using Microsoft 365 and you need some help with integrating it and how to understand it to utilize it better for your team, you know where to find Jessica and her team.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And for all of our listeners out there, check us out next week on Pathmonk Presents.